Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Peggle. You all know what Peggle is, so let's get started. But if you don't, watch and learn. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I must have played this in my spare time or something. Because almost every single time, there's one that's already completed. Well, I guess we'll do 4. So, the challenge? Not just the red pegs. All of them. Every last peg must be pegged. And if it's not pegged, you will be pegged. That did not come out. So I just have one question. Hold on. Had to get the dust out. Anyway, how are all of you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a great day today. Hope everybody is happy. I hope everybody is healthy. And I hope everybody is just having a good day. Wicked! Hey, a movie version of that musical is getting ready to come out. Now that right there is how you spooky ball. So yeah, I just hope everybody's at peace today. It's going, it's bouncing back and forth. Alright, and then we're just gonna plunko. So, in today's story, saga, whatever you want to call it, I graduated from 2nd grade. So, fresh out of 2nd grade, it's summer vacation, and life is good. Everything is hunky-dory. Well, then we go on a trip to Indiana in order to see my grandparents. Now, I still like it, but especially when I was young, I loved visiting my grandparents. As a kid, it was always really cool to go on a little road trip and go see the family. Because my immediate family, we live in Illinois, and almost everybody else is in Indiana, so we kind of got banished. We were cringe. So it's not every day we get to see them, so it was always a treat when we did. So we get there, and we're going on a boat ride on the lake, in the water, under the sun. Well, I guess it's on the water, not in the water. When you're swimming, then you get in. Did I just squander this? I squandered it. I had a great shot, the stars aligned, and I squandered it. Okay, let's try again. So anyway, we're going on this boat ride. We got life jackets, we got sunscreen, we got snacks. We did not go fishing though, that's the one thing we did not do. We were cruising and swimming. That was the purpose of the trip. And we're swimming and we have life jackets on, so I'm not sinking, I'm floating. And this was before I knew how to swim, so I'm kind of freaking out. Even though the life jacket is keeping me above the water, the feeling of being in the water was still foreign. So I was like, what is this? What am I doing? And then someone suggested water tubing. So water tubing is like water skiing, except you sit in a big inner tube and the boat tows it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And I do it, and I did not like it. In fact, I did not like it for many years after that. So we're going about 40 miles an hour on the water, 40 nautical miles an hour. And about 10 seconds in, I start crying. I'm like, stop the boat! Stop the boat! Stop the boat! And obviously they can't hear me, so I'm just screaming. And about 5 minutes later, well, actually before I fell off, my legs were kind of starting to slip off the tube. And I was like a dolphin bouncing on the water, and that hurt. It felt like concrete, my legs bouncing on the water. So then I let go of the handle, and I fell in. And I cried some more. Thankfully now I know how to swim, so I cannot drown as easily. And then the rest of that summer, we didn't really do anything. It was a chill summer. Honestly, that's how most of my summers go. We just kind of do some laid back stuff. You get to sleep till 2. You get to have a big lunch. It was just nice not to be in school. Now, I kind of like school, but I still like to get a break every once in a while. Have like about 2.5 months of freedom. Nowadays, some schools, they're starting July 31st, August 1st. Like, what is this bull crap? Because I remember in grade school and middle school, and even some high school, the school year would start mid-August, but it seems like we've been getting less and less summer. These poor kids are going to grow up not knowing about the wonders of summer vacation. They're not going to get the full experience. Okay, we got 3 balls, but only 4 pegs. Alright, I gotta plan my bounce here. I gotta plan the bounce. And do it now. Oh! Well, we won. Well, you know what they say, first is the worst, second is the best. Finish it. Ka-chow! Now, I know the metal is covering his face, but look at that go. He's so happy. He's so happy that I completed the challenge. He's like, yay, man! You did a great job! Keep going, you can do it! This is my new favorite goat. He is the goat. He's the goatiest of the goatiest. I think we'll... Can I hit the spooky? Yes, I can. We'll start with that. So yeah, basically, most of my summers involve sleeping and video games. So, summer's over, boo, and I'm going into 3rd grade. Now, it's weird, well, I don't want to say it's weird, it's just something I noticed. I'd say most of my teachers were women. I didn't have that many male teachers. And even the higher-ups, like principals and assistant principals, they were mostly female as well. So 3rd grade, things start picking up. We start learning multiplication. And it took me a minute, but I got it. Like most things, when I first started, I was not very good at it. I would constantly get it wrong, or I would do it the wrong way, or something would happen. And I remember we would get these, not pop quizzes, but we'd get these little review papers, and I would just answer randomly, like 2 times 2, that's 5, 8 times 6, that's 14, like, I would just put random numbers and hope for the best. Looking back, I don't know why I did that, but I thought maybe I'll just get lucky and pass. Most of the time, I did not. Most of the time, it was a complete fail. But with a lot of patience and tribulations, I eventually learned multiplication. But then something worse happened that I thought didn't happen until 4th grade. But I was very wrong. Then we got to division. Now that was a doozy. Even today, I gotta get a piece of paper. I can't do that in my head. Now when I say division, I mean like the long division. Like you get the little square, and you put the number on the outside, there's a number on the inside. And you can't just divide, there's a lot of steps you gotta do. You gotta like add, then subtract. It's order of operations. So it's PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That kind of stuff. That I never fully learned. That I didn't get until the next grade. Now, one thing that's kind of funny, or at least I thought it was, our teacher found this book about dividing, and it was basically like edutainment. It was a story about dividing to try to make learning fun. But the story itself was very convoluted. So it was about these ladybugs, and they were trying to dig a tunnel to the next country. But in order to do that, they had to divide to get the right amount of dirt. And when they got to this other country, then they had to hitchhike on a car, like, down the road. Like, basically, like, all these escapades with ladybugs. Oh, speaking of ladybugs, it's one in the center. And it was just the weirdest... It was the weirdest, most bizarre story I've ever heard. Now, I don't remember exactly how it ends, but there was one part towards the end. One of the ladybugs dies, like, gets squished. I think it got ran over. And they mention it, but then there's no follow-up. Like, there's no funeral, there's no, oh no, he's dead. There's not even a math problem, like, oh, so if we need to dig a hole 6 feet, how much dirt we gotta put in here? Like, oh, ladybug squished. Okay. I was like, man, that was a twist ending. I did not see that coming. It's 3rd grade. I didn't expect there to be death already. Nah, I missed the bucket. Well, just like last time, the first attempt is not going to be the winning attempt. Or will it be? Can I do it? Yes. So, had that ball made it into the bucket, could have ricocheted and got them both. Alright, so first attempt usually is not the successful one. And that's why you don't give up. You keep trying. Kinda wish I hit more pegs in the middle, but beggars can't be choosers. See, after I got over the dead ladybug, I'd say most of 3rd grade was pretty normal. Not too much happened. There was one thing. I don't remember why I was mad. I don't know what happened, but I do remember what I did. So, I guess I was just having a really bad day or something, and I snapped. My brain just something twisted. I grabbed a pair of scissors. I didn't stab anybody with it. I didn't run after anybody. I just took the scissors and I glared at some people and I just held the scissors up like in the air and just stood there. And promptly they took the scissors away and called my parents. They were not happy with me. And I look back on that day and I'm like, what the fudge? Like I said, I don't even know what happened. It was probably something really trivial, like they didn't give me a cookie or something. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what happened. But yeah, for a day, I became the psycho kid. Alright. I'm not feeling too confident about this because I'm running low on shots and we got a lot of pegs left over. I think we got a Plunko. We need to get some lucky bounces here. You know, you could at least hit a peg on the way down and not just go right between them. You could help me out a little bit here. No dinner. No aftercare. No nothing. Just go right in. Just bend me over, why don't you? Okay, second time is not the play either. Okay. Forget the spooky ball for now. We're gonna worry about that later. Let's just go top to bottom. Alright, and we'll shoot again. Come on, I was really hoping that it would go to the other side, that it would bounce over. Not exactly what I meant, but okay. Alright, get down there. Get down there and wreak havoc. Go, 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 go! Ah! Now, even though we're not worrying about points, points still help, because if you get enough, you get a free ball. And you're gonna need as many balls as possible for this. You know, ever since Zuma, way back when I played that, and this, I have said the B word probably more times in these videos than I have in real life. Come on. Okay, honestly, that was on me. That was just a bad shot. Okay, what's going on with this level? I feel like I'm making this harder than it needs to be. It's probably a trick I don't know about. Okay, 5 balls. We're doing better than the other 2 times. This is salvageable. We can do this. Hey, at least hit 1. At least hit 1. Which is what I asked for. I'm gonna ricochet off the purple. And apparently the game calls these pink. That is not pink, that is purple. Just like that is not orange, it's red. Okay. 2 balls and 3 pegs. This always seems to... Wait, 4. Ugh, you dirty son of a biscuit. I did not see you. We're covered up by the ladybug. It's revenge for his friends leaving him. Alright. I've got a MacGyver-style scheme up my sleeve. We'll see if it works. Probably not, but we'll try. You know, whenever I try to bounce into the bucket, it never seems to pan out. Okay, we'll come back to this one. Let's try this one. Oh. Well, this one's specifically for Spooky Ball. So it should be useful. Now, near the end of 3rd grade, so I'd say April, May-ish, the playground was closed down. Now you're probably thinking, Matt, why was the playground closed down? Was there a tornado? No, there was not a tornado. Did somebody poop in the slide? No, not this time. Last year somebody did, though, but that's not the case this time. So the reason why it was closed down, because there was a duck couple and they laid eggs. So the way the playground was set up at my elementary school, there were 2 short flights of stairs, and then they came together at a platform, and then the path would split. You could either go up some more stairs, or you could go across these little platforms, and eventually you would make your way to the slide, and you'd slide down. Well, underneath the platform where the stairs would go, there were about a dozen eggs under the stair platform. So we were not allowed on the playground. And I remember every time that we would play kickball or foursquare, every time we were out there, I don't know if it was the mother or the father, probably the mother, because they're the most protective when it comes to animals. But the mother was sitting on a hill in the distance, just staring at us. So every recess we go out there, there's Mrs. Duck just 1,000 yards staring us. At one time, some kid got close to the eggs. I don't know if he was doing it on purpose or if he didn't know, but he got close to the eggs. And Mama starts spreading her wings a little bit, and he freaks out like, "Oh, sorry." So for about 3 weeks, we were being stared down by a duck. And then the day came, and they hatched. Now, ironically, the day they hatched, the mother was nowhere to be found. No Mama Duck. And the chicks, or whatever you call baby ducks, they imprinted on one of the... They weren't teachers, but like they watched you while you were at recess. Like a supervisor. They imprinted on this lady, and they started following her around everywhere. And she was trying to get him to go somewhere. So the lady, we have a box. We got a box with some cotton balls in it, or some for the ducks to stay in. And the lady's trying to get these ducks in the box. So she starts waddling like a duck, like, "Come on, come on." And these baby ducks are just looking at her like she's nuts. So she's trying to duck waddle. She even starts like quacking at one point. She goes, "Mreh, mreh." And these ducks just aren't moving. And then eventually they just ended up picking them up and putting them in the box. Which they should have done that in the first place. I don't know why they tried to act like a duck. I guess conceptually it makes sense, but I would have just picked them up. And, you know, everybody wanted to see the ducks, so the lady passed the box around, let's all look at the baby ducks. And this one kid, he wasn't paying attention. He was playing with a basketball and he was dribbling it. And he dribbles the ball and he misses and it like barrels through the air. Just narrowly avoids the box. Almost knocked the baby ducks out of the lady's hand. So a third grader almost killed an entire family of baby ducks. And then we're all looking at him like, "What the F is wrong with you?" And he did not care. He was like, "Meh. I mean, it missed. That's all that matters." Mountain Dew break. Nothing like a good old Mountain Dew to refresh you. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what happened just now. All I know is I didn't win. Alright, now I think I'm gonna double spooky. We got a lot of little pegs all clumped up together, so Spooky Ball is really going to help out here. At least until it's gone. So the problem with this level, like halfway through, once you clear the pegs out, there's a lot of open space, so you'll hit a peg, and it just flies off into the abyss. So my strategy for this one, I would not recommend plunkoing in the second half. You want to try to aim for groups of pegs. That way it doesn't hit just one or two and then fly off. Now that was lucky. That I did not plan. Get a double shot here. Now I really haven't been paying attention this whole time. If you hit the last red peg in this specific challenge, does it activate the fever and you lose? Or does it let you keep going? I really don't know. Man, we are gonna lose again. And oop, it's not over yet. It ain't over till it's over. And I think the fat lady's singing right now. Okay, new strategy. I got an idea. Let's bring good old Jimmy out here. Extreme, yeah! Okay, I did not really go the way I was hoping it would. Kinda thought that would do more. See, here's the thing about the multi-ball. It's a good concept. Most of the time, what ends up happening is both of the balls go to the same place, so it really doesn't make any difference. Now, I was hoping, because these are all, like, spaced out, that they would go in different directions, but they didn't. And it made me look like a fool. Now, this was not specific to 3rd grade. This was all of elementary school. It was my favorite thing to do. So at the end of the year, after we took all our tests, we got something called Sports Week. So it was like Spirit Week, but on steroids. Every day, we didn't even do any work. We would have a fun activity planned. And one of them, you got to go outside, and you got to have a water balloon fight. Which already, I love that. And then there's this game, you have 2 buckets of water. Well, no, you have a bucket of water, and you have a dry bucket. You take this big car washing sponge, you dip the sponge in the water, you soak up the water in the sponge, and then you run over to the dry bucket and you squeeze the sponge. And you gotta be the first one to drain your bucket and transfer it to the other bucket via sponge. I guess we'll come back to this one as well. Okay, we gotta win at least 2. Come on, we can't just be winning, we can't just be a one-hit wonder. This looks like it's going to be a tough one. Looks like it's going to be a real weed. Spooky! Ooh, yeah. Like how they got the classic Dracula theme. Double free ball. We got a man. And the more points you get in one round, if you look to the right, that meter that goes up, your points eventually get doubled, tripled, even times 10 if you play long enough. You get enough free balls. That's how you gotta get good at those point challenges. You gotta really take advantage of that meter. You gotta get a lot of free balls. Alright, this we might actually do. We are tearing this one apart. I thought it was gonna be hard. I'm probably gonna eat my words. We'll see. Which the bucket's in position. That was not the position. Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything, because now the shoe's kind of starting to go on the other foot here. One peg. One measly peg. That was all you could spare. How generous of you. I seem to have this bad habit when it comes to Peggle. First half, very good. Second half, not so much. Basically, I'm just trying to rebound it so it goes to the right, and it either lands in the bucket or it hits these pegs over here, or both. Nope. So what can I do with one ball? One ball. What can we do here? Okay, now we got one more ball. What can we do with one more ball? Let's see. Can we do it again? Can we strike fire 3 times? Nope. We're gonna just go to the right. Well, this video is getting kind of long, so I think I gotta end it. You know what? At least we got one. At least we got the goat, the happy goat. Well, next time we'll come back and we'll try to not suck. And also, that's the end of 3rd grade. If you want to hear about 4th grade, well, that's a story for a different video. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And everybody, just do me a little favor. Have a great day.